Hi there, welcome to Speed Skating Deconstructed, What Makes a Skater Great. And the phenomenal Dutch all-rounder Patrick Roest had a really nice race today. And we can learn from a few things I wanted to showcase. Track pattern is outstanding in this race. And you want to skate a power track, and he does that very well. And when you skate a power track, you get a lot from the energy of the turns that you wouldn't get if you did not skate as precise a track as Patrick does. And I'll show you both entering inners and outers. He does it beautifully. His turns are just building through the race. As a distance skater, you really want to do that. You want to calibrate your pacing as you go. And the last thing related to that, his pace was outstanding today. Only skater to have 0.4 of a second between his slowest and fastest lap. He was the most even skater of anyone. Niels van der Poel, who set the world record today, hats off to him, had 0.7 of a variance. Sergei Trofimov from Russia, 0.6, and Emery Lehman from the U.S., 0.8. Everyone else was over a second. So this is extremely good. Less than a half second between his slowest and his fastest lap. So as a distance skater, you really want to go for evenness, because that will keep the lactate low and keep your energy sources coming smoothly through the race to deliver. So let's take a look at this entry. We're picking it up with 2 to go here in the race. And he went 6:04, a really good race, second today. But look where he enters this turn. He's already entering the turn here. Okay, you say, well, why would he do that? Well, you get a lot more out of the turns than you do in the straightaways. Straightaways are for rest and for getting from point A to point B with as little energy as possible, maintaining your speed. Most people don't build up speed in the turn in the straightaways. They build it in the turns because you have more vectors in the turns. You have centripetal and centrifugal force, so you can really use those forces to propel you and catapult you down the straightaways. So what do you want to do? You want to make the turn bigger, but you want to make it bigger by doing things right. Patrick does it right. He enters his turn early, and these aren't throwaway strokes. He's got 4 strokes in really early in the turn. So you want to be early into this turn by setting it up wide and coming down on it. And he does that really well. Comes down on the apex, just working that turn really hard, as he always does. He's got a little tilting going on in the turn, but that doesn't hurt him at all. His corners are just great. Now, so he exited that turn. Now let's watch him enter. Now look where he is. In the distance, in any skater's mind, you have to link the exit to the entrance in your mind. You need to know where I'm going to be space-wise and also stroke-wise. And Patrick does this as a champion. He's well out here, so he can come down on the outer. Less experienced skaters will go straight at this cone, at this block, and try to come down. But then you throw all your power into the stands and, hi, Mom, here's my power. Don't give it away. You need to use the turn, not let it use you. So he's about 3/4 out and coming right down on that outer. So the line is really good. You don't want to be darting out here, but it's a nice gradual path he takes and then comes down on the outer. So that's another great entrance. And again, working this turn. Then I wanted to show you one more thing here. The entry into this outer, the home stretch outer after the 500. Again, really early entry. Here are the blocks. He's already taking corner strokes before he gets to them. And again, it's the same reason. You get a lot more power and speed out of the turn, more efficiency, more effective use of everything in the turn, because you get a lot more out of your pushes. They propel you. So again, coming right down on that turn, just really good. And just working it, we've talked about the distance between the skates. He's doing everything right here. Really driving forward, good early pressure. And remember, this is the last lap of a 5,000. And the last thing I wanted to show you was this is a great exit and just a great straightaway for the last straightaway of 5,000. You can just see the power, just lots and lots of it, not giving up at all. And that's another thing we can learn. Patrick Roest is one determined competitor. He never gives up, and he always just goes right to the end. And these are good pushes. Good amplitude, meaning up and down, dropping into the push, getting a lot of power, coming up, getting out over, moving with that lead skate, coming down again into the skate, into the pressure, coming up and being well over his skate, and really moving with it. And another nice entry here. entering the turn early at the appropriate spot, and just builds it to the end. So just a great race for Patrick today, and great things to learn. First of all, pacing. As a distance skater, you really want to calibrate your pace, know what you're capable of, so you are even with your laps. Second thing, track pattern. Work on that in training. Work on it so you can enter the outer correctly, enter the inner correctly, because that elicits good technique. A bad track pattern will affect your technique, so make sure you master that. And then turns, you want to build up through the race, as Patrick does. You really want to build minimally early. It's all kind of contained under you. And then you start building as the race goes. And therefore, you maintain or even increase pace. Patrick had negative split today, and that's what you want to do. So a great learning source from Patrick Roest today, and excellent races. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe, share it with other speed skaters, coaches, or enthusiasts you know, and feel free to comment. I love to respond. I learn from you, so please keep the comments coming. Thank you.